Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Cryophasm or Jackson, whatever you want to call me, and today we're doing a Zombies map tier list. And just before we get started, I just want to say, getting real close to 100 subscribers. I'm at 94 right now. If you'd like to subscribe, it'd mean the world to me. I'd really appreciate it. I have a 100 subscriber special planned. And I just wanted to also say that ever since I uploaded my last video and my last short, I gained 3 subscribers, which to me is huge because I have less than 100. Thank you guys so much. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. And let's get right into it. So let's see. We got Ancient Evil. Don't care. Didn't ask. I have never played this map. I have no intention to ever. Alpha Omega. Ooh boy. Okay. Alpha Omega sucked. Every Black Ops 4 map sucks except for 9. We're gonna get that right off the bat here. None of them are good except 9. Alpha Omega. I could never put it anywhere higher than C. Absolutely not. Maybe C, I'm thinking. No, I'm gonna have to put in D. It's just, one thing I really don't like that I did in Black Ops 4 is that all the Ether maps are remasters. Every single one. We have Mob of the Dead, Blood of the Dead, Nuketown is Alpha Omega, Tagder Toten is just Call of the Dead, classified as 5. There's no originality whatsoever. In the Chaos maps is different, but who cares about Chaos? No one does, except for 9. 9 is cool. All the other maps suck. I actually have heard good things about Ancient Evil, but at that point in the story, I just did not care nearly enough to give it a try. I actually own the map. I have it on my PS4. I just never booted it up because I care that little. Ascension. It has a Black Ops 3 picture, but this is the Black Ops 1 version, as far as I'm concerned. And this is an easy A tier for me. It is not S. I'm sorry, Crazy Rabbit, if you're watching this. For me, it's too easy. For me, it's just, I like a challenge. I really like challenging zombie maps. This one, if you have Juggernog and the Thunder Gun, you're set forever. That's all you need. You don't need anything else. You don't even need the other perks. It's so easy that it gets boring really fast. But I can't deny that it is a classic. So because it's boringly easy, not putting any lower than A, it's just not quite S in my opinion. But it's a really good map, and we all love it for a reason. Whew, Blood of the Dead. I've played this map. I did the Easter egg in this map. I completed the Easter egg on Blood of the Dead. It's going in F tier. Nope, wrong one. F tier. This is my least favorite map in the entire series that I've played, which is, I believe I've played every Treyarch Zombies map except for Ancient Evil. Blood of the Dead is horrendous, and I'm actually contemplating making an entire video on why I hate the map so much. It has hands down the worst Easter egg in the entire series. I don't think there's even room for debate on that. The Easter egg is so unbearably stupid and terribly designed and tedious, and oh my god. And that was just a remaster of Mob of the Dead, but a million times worse. And the Hell's Retriever and Hell's Redeemer are completely irrelevant. There's no reason to get them at all except for maybe the Easter egg, because you have Wraith Fires, which do an infinite damage, and that's such a core issue of Black Ops 4, is that you spawn in with what are effectively wonder weapons. It's so stupid. They just were like, a difficulty? What's that? Let's give the player Juggernaut right off the bat. Buried. Oh boy. This is a tough one for me because I really like it, but it's also got the same exact problem as Ascension. It's actually very much like in that way. It's so easy. You can sit by Juggernog with all those traps with the head chopper and subsurface resonator and all that and just live forever. And the paralyzer and vulture raid strategy, and it's just, you can go on forever and it's just effortless. And it kind of makes high rounds stupid because even if you get high rounds not using the bullshit strategies like that, you could, it's like if you get around 100 using not the traps and not the paralyzer or whatever, someone will get to that round with that, and it'll be so much easier, and it'll take all the fulfillment out of the high rounds, and it's just. But it's a really good map, and I love the design. And sorry, I didn't mean to put it there. I love the design. I love the atmosphere. The setting is one of my all time favorites in the entire series. It's so good. The buried Wild West town. It's so cool. but it's just so easy. And I love the Easter eggs so much. I'm gonna have to put an A tier. It's just so easy that I can't bring myself to put an S. Just it's exactly like Ascension, but it is a really good map. Bus Depot. I'm kind of surprised it's even on the list because some people don't consider this a zombies map. This is just not Grunt Totem, but dumbed down. That's all it is, and it's fun with friends. It's a lot of fun with friends. If you've never played this map with your friends and starting around 25 with like headshots only on, it's actually kind of a fun time. But it's not good. I'm gonna have to put it in D tier. I would say it's just if we're gonna see is perfectly average, middle of the road. It's a little bit below average, but certainly not Blood of the Dead tier. Classified. This is easily one of the best Black Ops 4 maps, which is not saying much, along with 9. And ooh, it's not bad. It's not nearly as bad as most Black Ops 4 maps because most of them suck absolute donkey balls, and I hate them. I'm gonna give this a solid B tier. I think that is most likely going to be the only Black Ops 4 map apart from 9 I put above average. It's acceptably decent in my opinion. It's not fun, really. It's not something I would ever probably play again. But I mean, I had enjoyment with it for a little bit until I got bored of it, and then went back to 5 on Black Ops 1 because it's so much better in every way. But yeah, let's see. We got Call of the Dead. Oh, don't want to do that. Call of the Dead is a classic, and it's going to S tier. There are so many reasons for me where, I was just saying how much I love a challenge. This is one challenging map. I mean, hell, it's the only zombies map ever that no one's made it to run 100 on. That is like, I mean, that's crazy. Because they, if you don't know, it takes so long to kill enough zombies on round like 99. It takes so long to get through the rounds without an infinite damage wonder weapon because you can only get the wonder off once per round. Um, it just like no one's ever done it because eventually your game resets if it goes on for long enough. It'll just straight up reset because it takes too long. No one's ever made it to around 100 last I've checked anyway. And I mean, I used to hate George when I was younger. I love him now because like whenever I even get a bad gun from the mystery box, I just take it and unload it on him and then trade out for something else and then spin it again. I don't trade it like just trade out immediately. Like if I get if I get the China Lake, I don't even just like get spin the box again immediately. I just unload it all on George and then do it. It's so much fun, and it gives you a free perk and a wonder off. What fantastic rewards, and the Easter egg's a lot of fun. The setting is really cool. I love the cast. I gotta love the celebrity cast. I mean it's wonderful. You can't go wrong with Call of Dead. Drak. Okay. This one I haven't played in a very long time. This is another one I have done the Easter egg on. I think I've done almost all the Easter eggs except for the 4 player ones of Black Ops 1 and a couple in Black Ops 4. Um Drak, it was a lot of fun. I haven't touched it since I completed the Easter egg, which was years ago, but um it's a really fun map. I love the bows. I love the setting. I think it's really cool they did the thing with kind of like the Mob of the Dead thing where they have the dragons coming out of the wall they feed zombies to. That's really cool. The setting is so great, and the story behind it, and it's wonderful. It really is. It's a wonderful map. I'm gonna have to put it in A tier. I think it's very good. I don't think it's S tier, but I think it's good. Dead of the Night, F tier. I hate this. It sucks. It sucks so much. Are you noticing a trend with Black Ops 4 maps? Um, yeah, except for my beloved over here. Um, Dead of the Night sucks. The location is okay. That like the setting, it's fine, I guess. The map layout is terrible. I can never find where I'm going ever. The Easter egg is horrendous, especially with the final boss fight where it's an invisible werewolf. The werewolf is invisible. Who came up with that? Who decided that the final boss of this Easter egg map should be a werewolf that's invisible? If it was just a werewolf, that'd be cool. It's an invisible werewolf. I died to that thing and had to retry so many times when I was doing this stupid Easter egg, 'cause I did it. I did this Easter egg and it sucked and I hated it. I'm not going to talk about that anymore. Die Rise. Ooh, boy. I've actually only booted this map up a couple of times ever. It's far from good. It's far from decent either, but it's definitely between D and F for me. I don't think it's anywhere near average. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, really the only redeeming thing about this map is the Sliquifier. Sliquifier is fantastic and so much fun to use. Um, no, and actually, I take that back. I think the setting is really cool. I think the upside down skyscrapers in China is super cool. I think it is fantastic, and it's got a really cool skybox and setting, and I think it's pretty cool. But map is designed terribly. And no, you know what? I can't bring myself to put an F tier. I mean, I'm gonna believe it in D. It's below average. It's not the worst. Doris. Oh, this was, I believe, the first zombies map I ever played. Unlike how many people start with Kino der Toten, I started with the Black Ops 1 version of Doris because that's what I saw my brother playing for the first time when I was just like walked into the basement one day when he had just freshly gotten a copy of this game from GameStop. Or no, no, wait, no, because he already had the Moon DLC. I don't know, but he was just he was playing this map and I was watching him and I was like, oh, what is this game? It looks super cool. I'd never gotten into like FPS games before that because I was super young and I just immediately fell in love with this game. This map definitely holds a strong sentimental value for me, and it is. I mean, it's fantastic. There's a reason that everyone loves it. It's one of considered one of the best ever. I'm gonna have to put that in S tier because it's. I mean, come on, it's Doris. Introduced Pack a Punch, introduced the teleporters, introduced carpenters. It gave us carpenters. That's something. I mean, it's and the setting's so cool. And back when they were still Nazis, probably can't say that on YouTube. I probably shouldn't have said that, but I'm not going to cut it out. Um, I mean, it's a classic. You can't go wrong with Doris. Next up, we have Farm, the little brother of town. I think I have to maybe just put that in average. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it in C tier because there's really nothing remarkable about this map at all. But it's not bad. I think it would be a million times better if it had Pack a Punch, but it doesn't, unfortunately. But it is fun. I'll admit it's a fun map. I think if Town didn't overshadow it so much, it would be more played. It's just that everyone prefers Town, obviously, because it's a million times better for a bunch of reasons. But Farm it's fun. Come on, you can't go wrong with it. It's definitely better than Bus Depot, so I'm not gonna leave it in D. Next up, we have 5 S tier. Absolutely. Classified. You're good for Black Ops 4 standards, but you still suck because this is where this is where quality comes in. 5 is so good. I love the Winter's Howl. I love the Pentagon Thief. I love the imposing presence he has. I love the map layout with the 3 layers and the elevators and the teleporters. And I mean, the Winter's Howl, I know it sucks, but it's so much fun to use. It's just such stupid fun with your little ice blaster that doesn't do any damage. And the celebrity cast voicing the presidents and McNamara and Castro, and it's so cool. And it's great. You can't go wrong with 5. And I think it would get way more love than it does if it weren't for Kino coming in as the overshadowing like on disc map because Kino was supposed to be the 4th DLC for World at War if you didn't know that, and it got for time constraints it had to be moved into Black Ops 1. That's why in Black Ops 1, apart from the remasters, is the only one with Nazi zombies because it was for World at War originally. And 5 was going to be the only launch map originally, and it would have gotten as much love as Kino does, I'm sure. But everyone loves Kino, and yeah. Let's see, we have Gorod Krovi. This is also an S tier. This is hands down my favorite Black Ops 3 map. It's really, really fun, I think. I I've always loved the Reagan Mark III. I think it is fantastic. It's powerful. It's super fun to use. It's really creative. The Gauntlet of Siegfried. I know a lot of people hate the Easter egg in this map. I love it personally. I think it's super fun. Um, and Oh, what else is good about this map? Oh, I mean, it's in Stalingrad. It's where they're going to get Nikolai's soul. It's in a war-torn Stalingrad with zombies and dragons and the guard of Fafnir shield and the PPSH returned and the going to the hatchery on the dragon. And there's so many good things about this map, and they really really hit it out of the park with this one, in my opinion. Next up, we got 9. Now this is the best Black Ops 4 map. If you say I'm wrong, you're a liar. Um, Oh boy. It's better than Classified. I'm going to put an A tier. It's not S because I don't think any Black Ops 4 map could ever be S tier in my opinion, but it is good. It's good. Okay, it's all right. I would play it again if I didn't have my copy of Black Ops 1 with me. um I think it had by far the most fun Easter egg in Black Ops 4. I think it has the best map layout. I would just, the center arena and the four temples and the boss zombies are super fun. The knights, the marauders, and the tigers are super cool. And I think it's a great old time. Also, the fact that in the Easter egg you have to literally collect someone's poop and then put it on and then like cook it. I mean that's pretty cool. Come on. Kino der Toten. Okay, this is going to be very controversial. I'm going to put it in A tier. Now you might be saying, "Oh, Jackson, cryophasm, it should be an S tier." No, I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. It's good. It's very good. It's very fun, but it's overrated. I'm sorry. It is the most overrated zombies map ever. People give it way more credit than it deserves for nostalgia. It's fun. It's really, really fun. It's a classic, but it's not as good as people think it is. It's buried under mounds and mounds of nostalgia, which I have as well. I'm just going to be objective here and say that it's one of the Black Ops 1 maps I play the absolute least, and Black Ops 1 is my favorite zombies game, if you couldn't tell already. um, yeah, I mean, it's really good. It introduced the Thunder Gun. It expanded on everything Doris did really well, but it's not worthy of S tier in my opinion. And it also suffers from the same problem Ascension Berry do. It is very easy. You just get all your perks, you get the Thunder Gun, you camp on the stage, you're set forever. As long as you're like halfway decent at dodging, and that's it. Mob of the Dead. Ooh, yeah, that is definitely an A or S tier. One of the two. It's fantastic. It's up there with, I would say the two best Black Ops 2 maps, obviously, which everyone agrees upon is Origins and Mob of the Dead. I think I'm going to have to put an S tier. Yeah. It's a really, really good map. It's super fun, super creative. I really like the Afterlife system a lot. It's super cool. Really, really creative stuff. Like they just, they're switching things up, and in Black Ops 1 we're playing as the four original Ultimus characters, then moving into Victus in Black Ops 2 with the four in that, and then just we have this one-off story, this own self-contained map that's like I know it is connected in like Black Ops 3 where they need the blood vials, but Mob of the Dead is really just its own thing, and I think that's so cool how they didn't feel a need to connect it, at least at the time. Like when it came out at first, it had nothing to do with the other maps. It was completely its own thing. Then in Black Ops 3, after Zetsubo, they decided to include it for the blood vials. But I think that's really cool how it's just its own thing with its own cast and its own conclusion. The fact that you get to end the Easter egg by killing by killing the other players, that's so cool. And then you break or continue the cycle. The cast is so great with the mobsters, the plane, the Golden Gate Bridge, and Brutus, and yeah, it's really really cool. I love it. Moon. Okay, that is also another easy S tier for me. Moon is easily one of my favorite maps ever. It is just, I mean, it's just one of those maps that like you either love it or you hate it, because I'm not going to deny for a second, and people have said this before. This is not my quote. There are a million reasons to love Moon and a million to hate it. Let's see. It has the hacker, the biodome, the wave gun. Um, Area 51 is super great. I love that. The Easter egg is fantastic. But then let's see. There's the excavators, the lack of air, the spaceman astronaut guy who takes your perks. I hate that guy. Um, yeah, I can't really think of anything else right now. I mean, those are the main three things. If you took out those three things, for me, it's perfect. I mean, that would be fantastic if it just didn't have those things. Especially the astronaut, he's insufferable on higher rounds. Because I know in Black Ops 3, if you just have like dead wire and you double pack punch, you can kill him immediately. But because the wave gun does not work on him, and the only way you can kill him on high rounds, realistically, unless you want to be shooting him for hours, is by throwing a QED directly at his feet or having him walk into an excavator that's currently down. But I mean, he just takes your perks, man. What the fuck were they thinking? What were they thinking? Especially allowing him to take your quick revive in solo. If they made it so he couldn't take your quick revive, or maybe Juggernaut 2, that would be fine, honestly. That fine. But I've had games that I've just restart when I'm on around like 15 and he grabs me and he takes my fucking quick revive. I only get 3 of those. I only get a couple of those for the entire game. And he took one, he stole it from me. And it's insufferable, but the map is really good and I love it to bits. Let's see, we have Nocturne Toten. Okay. Nostalgia. Throw it out the window. Well, I don't have this much nostalgia for this map because once again, my first map was Black Ops 1 Derice. I'm going to put it in C tier. I think it's very average. It actually pairs very nicely with Farm because they're both super bare bones. So the first, it's good. It's nothing to write home about. The fact that there's no perks is, it takes a lot away, but it also does add something if you really want to challenge because, it is easily one of the hardest maps ever because you just have so little to work with. I know in Black Ops 1 they gave you the Thunder Gun, but even then, max ammos are so scarce, and in the original World of War version, you just have nothing. You have a ray gun, and that's it, basically. And even that will kill you in one hit for some reason, where they decided to do that. It's a good map though. It's just I'm not gonna let nostalgia get in the way of that. It's not great, obviously. No one's expecting it to be wonderful because it's the first ever thing. But yeah, see Nuketown. Oh, didn't mean to put that there. Um, yeah, this is a toughie because I kind of love it because it's so hard, but it's also sometimes irritatingly hard for why. Because it could be around 20, and only then do you get Jug if you just get unlucky. It's the problem that Shinonuma had for me, but on steroids, where like you have to keep trying these doors to find Jug. But it's just like in this, it's a waiting game. You have to survive so long to just hope that it'll land. But I do really like that difficulty of it. It is very fun for that reason, and the fact that they also come from everywhere. Like I know there are set spawns, but it doesn't feel like it. Feels like they just come out of the woodwork. And the fact there's no wonder weapon also just like very difficult. It's a super super challenging map. Really test your skills. And I think I'm gonna have to put in B tier. I think it's slightly above average. And like if I could, if there's a tier for this, I give it in between B and C because I think it fits very nicely as being said to be slightly above average for me. Origins. Oh, God, I keep doing that. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Origins. Where am I gonna put it? No, I'm just yanking chain. It's going S tier. It is uh I honestly can't even choose which I like more between Mavida and Origins because they're both, in my opinion, hands down the two best Black Ops 2 maps, but they are like tied for that for me, which is saying a lot because I love both of them so much and I honestly can't decide which is better. They're really, really good. They're masterpieces. I think they're just, there's so much to do. And the fact that all of it's optional, like you don't have to build the steps. You don't have to do the like the Easter egg, get the Hell's Redeemer and the acid get to have a good game of either. You can just like you can have fun however you so please, or you could go the extra mile and get all the stabs and upgrade them. And I think that's so cool. And the Easter egg is so much fun. I've done it countless times over at this point because I love it. And yeah, I mean it's a really fun time. You can't go wrong with Origins. Revelations, ooh boy, F tier. I'm sorry, I hate this map. I really do. I think it sucks. It is painfully easy. Like you thought Ascension or Buried was easy. This map gives you the ability to have the Thunder Gun and the Apothecary Servant at once. Plus, you have your meal kick slot. It's ridiculous. And then, if you just have Alchemical Antithesis running in your Gobblegum slots, you're invincible forever. The Easter egg is terrible. I would honestly maybe consider it the second worst Easter egg ever behind Blood of the Dead. Because that easily takes the cake for me as the worst Easter egg of all time. But I do not like Revelations one bit. And the fact that the map is almost entirely recycled from previous maps. I mean, come on. There's no originality whatsoever. Come on. I think that's supposed to capitalize on nostalgia. It was supposed to be like the end originally until they decided to make Black Ops 4 because they love money. Um, but it doesn't work for me at all. I do not like it one bit. Shangri-La, that is once again easy S tier. I love how challenging it is. It's so hard to survive. You are fighting for your life every single second. Even if you have the 3179 JGB 215, yeah, I remember the name. Even if you have that, even if you have it pack a punch, you're still fighting for your life. They're crawling out of the woodwork like in Nuketown, and there's the Shrieker and the Napalm zombies, and it's so close quarters, and you just have to always be looking behind your back, and I love that. And it's just a really pretty map. Also, how you're just in the middle of the jungle with all these temples around. It's really really cool, super cool setting, and I love it. Shino Numa, ooh boy. Okay, so there's not much going on for this one. I love the Flogger. The Flogger is probably the best trap ever. Um, God, what else is there besides the Flogger? I mean, it introduced certain things, but that's not really saying too much because that's kind of just nostalgia talking. Where it's like, oh, this introduced this and this. I mean, I'm just talking about how much fun they are to play, not what they introduced. Because this did make a lot of uh, like permanent, long lasting feature changes where they just added a lot of stuff that we'd see later on. Um, I'm gonna have to put in C tier. It's not something I ever find myself playing really at all because I personally prefer Verruct and Doris way more. Um, but it's not bad. I think it's just I think it fits very nicely being average, and I think most people would probably agree with that. Shadows of Evil. This is another fantastic Black Ops 3 map. This, Horizon Dragon, Gora, Krovi are my three favorite Black Ops 3 maps. And I think I'm going to have to put an A tier, honestly. The Lovecraftian stuff is so great. And I can't deny for 1 second. H.P. Lovecraft is hands down my favorite author ever. I think he wrote the best literature of all time. And how they capitalize on that with these giant tentacle monsters and Margwas and parasites and all this stuff. The meatballs, and it's so cool. And the entrance, the Apothecary Servant. And it's a jolly old time. And let's see, we got Tagder Toten. Oh boy. Yeah, F tier. I hate this map. This map sucks. It was a oh boy. The ending to the Easter egg is good. I really like the ending. Actually, it's a real tearjerker, honestly. But in terms of like a final sign off to the storyline, in terms of the map quality, it is terrible. Hate this map. I really, really, really hate it. It sucks. Donkey balls. Why, in God's name, is there an upgrade for the Thunder Gun that is worse than the Thunder Gun? And why, may I ask, is there an upgrade to the Wonder Waff that is worse than the Wonder Waff? Why did they do that? Oh my god. The Tundra Gun is terrible. It is so unusably terrible. Why did they even include it? It makes me angry that it exists. Um, Next up, we got. Hey, I'm not going to talk about that more. We got Town. I'm going to put that in B tier. I don't think that's too hard a choice because I don't think it's anything great because it is just, one of those offshoots of Transit that you can't really get too much out of, but it is easily the best of those. Um, and I mean, it's super fun. You just with friends, especially by yourself, not that much, but like hop on this with a friend, and you'll have the time of your life. Just run around in the lava with utter chaos happening, and the zombies exploding, and you got Pack a Punch, unlike Farm and Bus Depot, and I mean, it's got nothing special going on, but that's kind of the beauty of it. It's kind of like the Nocturne Totem of Black Ops 2 in a way, and Busty Bow and Farmar as well, where just it's a way to kick back and relax and have nothing to worry about, no Easter eggs, no wonder weapons to get, just have fun. Transit, ooh boy, people are gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna put it in C tier. I think it's average. I think it's not bad. I actually enjoy it a fair amount. Um, the jet gun is actually kind of fun to use in my opinion because if you just have a lot of patience with it, it is fantastic. It is statistically as is always said the best wonder weapon ever on paper. It has infinite damage and infinite ammo. But I mean, it has a lot of problems, and that's why I'm not putting it anywhere above average because I enjoy how expansive it is because it's easily the biggest map ever. Going all these locations, I think it is kind of fun, and just modifying the bus now, how it add all these buildables that we've never seen before, except for maybe in five if you want to count that. And I mean, it's a fun time. I know everyone says how much it sucks. The denizens are terrible, easily the worst thing about the map, but I enjoy it a fair amount. Next up, we have Varrock. That is another S tier for me. Challenging. It is so hard to survive, and I love it. I love it to bits. It's so gloriously difficult. I can't get past round 30 on it. I think my highest ever is 35 on Varrock. My highest round on any map ever is 50 even on Call of the Dead. That was the highest I ever got on any map, and I'm very proud of that. I got to the next runner ups are I got to 49 on Classified and 45 on Ascension. But yeah, I mean this map is really hard. It is unforgiving. You will get clobbered if you're standing still for 1 second too long, and I kind of love it. It has the Winter's Howl, which I said, it sucks, but I love it because it's so much fun to use, and it's a really good map. It's terrifying. It's got such a scary atmosphere where everything is so genuinely creepy and like just ominous, and it's great. It's a fun old time. Voyage of Despair. Oh boy. I actually enjoy this map more than most people that I've talked to about it, where a lot of people put this in the easy F tier. I'm going to put it in D. I don't think it's the worst ever. I think it is a very cool setting. I think the Wonder Weapon is really fun to use. I think it's just a cannon. That's pretty cool. Um, the setting is fantastic. Um, those are really the only two things I like. And the Easter egg is terrible. Oh my god, the Easter egg's so bad. It's so bad. The ending is also terrible. Like doing Easter egg stuff that is unfun. It is stupid. It is overly challenging for no reason. It sucks. The ending, especially, where a lot of people have made this exact same point. You should have saved the ship from sinking. Why did they not do that? It would be so much better. Instead, you got to fight a giant ice eye and then just row away, and you find out that Bruno is one of the cult people, and no one cares. Well, I don't even remember his name. His name is Bruno Delacroix. I don't respect the French. Um, I mean, it's not good, but it's not these. The F tier. F tier is a special place in my heart where I put the worst in my opinion. These four suck. But I can hop on Voyage of Despair and have a moderately fun time for maybe one or two games. On these, I cannot. I hate these four maps so much. Zetsubo no Shima. A lot of people have warmed up this map over time where everyone used to be saying it was terrible and then people are coming around on it. I do not like this map at all. I'm gonna put in D tier. I never warmed up to it. I got the Easter egg done and never touched the map again. I did the Easter egg once and then dropped it forever. I do not enjoy it. It was not really fun. I think it is. I think the atmosphere is eh. I mean, Shino Numa did it better. Um, Actually, the kind of referencing of like Group 731 with this human experimentation stuff is kind of cool, but the map just falls flat in a lot of ways. I do not like the wonder weapon. I do not like the spiders. I don't like much of anything about the map. I can't really even think of anything I do truly enjoy about it. I mean, okay, the challenges are kind of cool. The Skull of Nansapwe is pretty cool. I don't know. That's probably it. I do not like it. Sorry. The Giant. Ooh. I think that fits very comfortably in B tier, personally. Um, it's not good. Not great. Well, no, I'm not gonna say it's not good. It's good, but it's far from great. It is not great. It is okay. It's above average. Okay. It's like, I mean, it's just Darius, but it's in Black Ops 3, and Black Ops 3 sucks for the most part because of double pack punch and gobblegum. I should add that, by the way, just before I say anything else for this entire video. I probably should have said this from the beginning. Black Ops 3 would be nearly perfect. They just, every map, if you took out gobblegum and double pack a punch. First of all, you got the microtransactions, which is enough said. Double pack punch ruins the game for me because every gun is a wonder weapon, including wall guns that you can buy ammo for. Every gun is a wonder weapon that does infinite damage, and it's stupid, and I hate it. The Giant is fun though. It's okay. I mean, I can hop on there and have a fun time. I think the Easter egg with getting the stamina up or dead shot spawn is I think that is really cool and creative, and I like that a lot. But it's just Doris in Black Ops 3. It's not too exciting. D Machine, don't care, didn't ask. Firebase Z, don't care, didn't ask. Mauer der Toten, don't care, didn't ask. Outbreak, don't care, didn't ask. Grosstenhaus, don't care, didn't ask. Attack of the Radioactive Thing, don't care, didn't ask. The Beast, what does that say? Raven the Redwoods, don't care, didn't ask. The Beast from, what does that say? God, the pixels. I know what map it is. I didn't care, didn't ask. Shaolin Shuffle, never played. Zombies in Spaceland. Actually, no, I have played this one. Don't care, didn't ask, by the way, is just for maps I've never played ever. I have played one game of this with my friend Brian. F tier, yeah. F tier, easily. Yeah, it's not Treyarch. You're not going to get anything out of it, unless you're a pussy. Final Reich, don't care, didn't ask. World War II Zombies sucked. Forsaken, don't care, didn't ask. Oh boy, I gotta zoom out a bit. Hold on. There we go. What is that? Well, I don't know what that is. Hang on. Oh, the Darkest Shore. Yeah, don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Do not care. Do not care. Do not care. Do not care. I really did not ask. I hate you. You suck. You also suck. And you suck. There's the full list for anyone who cares. I doubt anyone's still watching this video and made it through the end, but if you did, I love you. I'm going to dox you. No, wait, I'm sorry. No, wait. No, wait. I'm going to find where you live, and I'm going to come to your house, and I'm going to knock on your door, and I'm going to kiss you on the mouth if you watch this whole video, because I love you. You're my new boyfriend / girlfriend. No homo if you're a dude. Really though, I if you watch this whole video, I really appreciate it. Please consider subscribing or liking the video or commenting because I'd love to hear. Make sure to, if you want to comment your favorite map, I would love to hear what yours are because you get people all of the world saying my favorite is Darius, my favorite's Gorod Krovi, my favorite's Revelations, my favorite's Blood of the Dead because I have no taste. And yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Once again, if you watch this whole video, I'd really really appreciate that. And if you'd also like to subscribe, that would mean the absolute world to me. And you have a fantastic